They come to defend this Mr. This one because they love Mr. This one. And this will blind them from seeing the evil and the wrongs these people are doing. Are you protecting the mission? Is there discipline where you are today? Discipline under who? Are you following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's instructions? No.
No.
Are you following Simon Ekpa's instructions? No. So what are you doing? Why are you using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's picture to cover your face? Why are you using Simon Ekpa to cover your face? Why are you covering your face with their pictures? You don't listen to their instructions. You don't follow their instructions, and you are not ready to obey. Yet you come out every day to tell us Simon Ekpa is our leader. Simon Ekpa is our Mazi. Onyendu is my God. La 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 la. Odogu, Odogu. Who is your Odogu? Who is your Obatopie? The same person you do not listen to his instructions. The same person you do not care about what he left on the table for you. I wish I met that overblown baby elephant here. I challenge anyone to call me on your own live program, not even on my own. If you want me, tell me, I will come live. Come and ask me that your questions if you have one. Even your guys and your madams, let them come out. Call me to your Twitter space to challenge me. Let us hear you out. Let us hear your argument. No, you will not do that. It's to go behind doors and start shipping rubbish into people's ear. Lies and gossips. Anybody, let me say this and make it clear. Anybody that will come and tell you anything, do not let that person hear. It's a lie. It's not true.
Big lie.
It's not true. That is why when I come out, I tell you everything I want to tell. And when I say my own, I call names. I call names. Not, I don't want to talk about, I don't want to call the name of the person. No. He is a criminal, but I don't want to call him. He is yellow. I don't call his name. If you know what I have done, call my name. If you are sure. But this Mumu Benchusu that is like overblown, like half in bed, is the same person that went together with the one that called Mouthpiece to plan how to destroy the media and take the media over. Where are they today? We left the media for them. Where are their media, Benchusu? Where is your media?
I tell you.
These are the things I have said I don't want to talk about again. Let these people go to hell and go to anywhere they want to go to with what they want to do. Yet they will not.
Then they find me. Then they find me. Come. I know they use them for my time.
I know you, Najus. I know you. This is why I don't come, because I know when I come, I will get angry and say things you don't want to say. And this is one of the reasons why I don't want to host a live program again, because I'm always pissed off at what they do. And I will talk about them, and I don't want to talk about them again. Let them host the program how they want to propagate Biafra, how they want to free Nnamdi Kanu, how they want to free Mazi Simon Ekpa, how they want to follow Simon Ekpa's instruction, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's instruction. This is the same problem we have. Look at Nnamdi Kanu today. Told people, the same people he employed, he called to service. I don't need your services again. And they are saying, you don't have right to tell us that. Can you imagine? Is it not the same thing that is happening with Simon Ekpa? The same person you called, come, let us do this thing. And you find out that this person is not doing what you asked him to do. You tell him, bro, he don't do now, no do again. I beg, come on for road, make us say. And they are challenging his authority, that he don't have right to speak to them. Who are you? People that were nobody. Who knew these fools before? Even till now, the Mumu Iberiberism people cannot even show their face boldly on the screen to speak to people. They can't come out proudly and talk to people. They are still hiding behind pictures of people they don't even know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. Yet you cannot listen, you cannot respect him. You are challenging his authority. Why are
He's
you
angry. Oh. He's angry. He said, why should I write rebet? Why should I say that the IPOB is reborn?
Look at fools everywhere.
One guy just came to my platform. Say, why should I talk about rebet? That they have USB now. Why am I talking about rebet? That I'm confusing people. I'm dragging people back.
Let him come and explain what is USB for us.
Can I chip in something briefly, Mazi?
Go on, my brother.
Imana, yesterday I came in, I had a very efficient network system. I wanted to say a lot, but unfortunately, what happened, you did not brought me in because you didn't know it was me, right? So
yes.
now I'm struggling. I hope my voice is coming out.
Yeah, very clear now.
So I hope Mazi Ugo is also hearing and listening. I want to say, and I hope that Biafran listens to me, at least hear me out. Like I told you yesterday when we were on the phone, I said, I will not be able to come out concretely to say I am against or support of this Ngozi Oraveze-led movement. But one thing I can say concretely from the bottom of my heart is that she is a disappointment. Ngozi Oraveze, because I think she's in charge of that group. She decides what happens. She's the all and all in that group. So every other person there falls in line, but she is a huge disappointment. I'm unbelievably disappointed. Why do I say that? Because I recognize the power of a woman in the Western world, and given the situation that prevails in the United States from the time of that declaration, we had this golden opportunity. She could have tapped into it. She could have seized it. But I don't know. Could it be that she have a different agenda? Could it be that she's working for someone else, or she's working for her self-interest, self-aggrandizement, whatever? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. But all I could say, and hope Biafrans hear me out here, is that she's the major disappointment. I can't even express it enough how disappointed I am. Why? Because she didn't tap into, she didn't seize the moment, the opportunity. Not that it's over in terms of, let me just say this, because look, before the Iran, way before then, that golden opportunity existed. Nnamdi Kanu, I've said this severally, if there is anybody that leads a nation, a movement that is 100% in support of the Jewish state of Israel, Nnamdi Kanu is number one.
Yes.
She is an active Jewish, participant himself. Yes. And they know him. He is known. Benjamin Netanyahu knows Nnamdi Kanu. I am guaranteeing you that he knows him. I'm not saying knows him in the sense that he knows about the struggle, he knows about effort, everything, the ordeal, everything he has been through because of the actualization of Biafra, and how closely aligned he is and we are with the Jewish state of Israel. Now, the opportunity from that time of redeclaration was so abundant that he could have been the, because if you can't do it, get out of the way. But you took the mantle upon yourself to lead this new redeclaration as the deputy, as you declared yourself. What you could have done is to come out. Don't be afraid. You don't have to be afraid, because this current administration under President Trump was never going to liaise with either British or Nigerian zoo government to harm you or to arrest you, or to, none of that was going to happen. You can take to the bro. Some things, when we say it, some things, I say again, when we say certain things, we are 100% sure about that. When the people were spreading rumors that, oh, the PM will be deported back to the zoo, bro, I came out, I tell you, I said, bro, never ever, anybody telling you that is either is misinformed, uninformed, or is mischievous. It's not going to happen.
Sorry, my brother. Sorry, I beg. Excuse me. I don't like some people. The people that spread this news are the same Ngozi Oraveze and her group that you are talking about.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's okay. So what I'm saying is that was never ever going to happen. Not in this world, not in the world. We live in this Western world for ages. We know how the system works, okay? There are things they do, there are things they don't do. That don't mean they are perfect, they don't know, but we know we know their pattern, we know the things they do. So if you remember back then, the news was all over the place. Some guys come online to say, "Oh, we should be praying, we should be doing that this can happen." Blah blah blah. I said, forget it. It's never. Yeah. So that is by the way. But my point is this, yeah. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have been out of that place. That is primarily the objective. Let him get out of that place. It could be in America, it could be in Israel, it could be in UK, wherever, or even Kenya, but leave that place. And the opportunity was there. Because way before this whole thing, called this understanding, if I may use the word, between Netanyahu and Trump, which I don't have the details of the Obayara, but I know there's Obayara, certainly. Now, but way before them, like a year, going to 2 years before this whole thing, with this USB-led group would have been able to liaise with, not even Mark Arnold, because Mark Arnold was like recently, right? But they would have been able to liaise with APAC in the United States. You live there in the United States, for Christ's sake. A nation has been declared. You are the deputy. You are leading the pack. Liaise with the APAC. Let them know. Bring it to their attention, to their awareness that if there's in Africa, there's no nation anywhere in Africa that stand behind Israel like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led Biafran group. So all it takes is, as you came in, other Nigerian government to release him. Simple as that. You and I know, bro. You and I know that President Trump. See the zoo government. See Rapu Wokeman. Then you know. A day or two, Rapu Wokeman. Namche at America. Here we go. He be gone. Are you gonna doubt me? Are you doubting me?
Definitely
bro.
We go. Why?
Okay.
Why should I doubt it?
Exactly. Because we are not just, we've seen it happen. Okay, Sunday something Jackson, we saw how it all went down. Show them, they all protested, they embark on whatever. None of that, no, the zoo don't listen to anybody. It's only the Trump that they would have listened. So the opportunity was there. You don't need boot on the ground. You don't need to fire. Nothing. Just make that ultimatum. Release this guy. I need him in his states. He will be gone. They leave him. That is all we needed. But you know what? None of them. She did not take that opportunity because she probably have a different agenda. I don't know what her agenda is. It's easy to fool people. This is what happens when people can't use their brain. Rather, they begin to concentrate on engage in frivolous, unfruitful adventure, the governorship in Oda Anambra. Rubbish, a wasted effort. What did that yield? Yield nothing. It's fruitless. About a year since then, what has happened? Who are the governors? What is the effort on the ground? What is there to show? Nothing, absolutely nothing. About 2 years now, she cannot point to, nobody can point to one thing. I got seen on 1 year, no, giving the opportunity, and it's not like the opportunity is not there. It's there, abound. The opportunity abound. Didn't want to. So this is where I said that she probably have either she's working for something else, or she's working for herself, or she have a different agenda. That is, but Biafrans will have to be. We must be able to continue to put one and one because this whole thing is not making any sense. Now, having said that, that is not to say that Onyendu, like I told you yesterday, is not his destiny. He has a destiny with Chukwuka Abiyama. They've tried everything, but they will all fail. And with their eyes, they will see him come and do the will of Chukwuka Abiyama. Because Biafra is a project in the hand of nobody can stop. You can delay, you can hinder, you can whatever. But eventually, okay, maybe. So, but like I said, the level of disappointment that I feel with this woman, I won't be able to say exactly the things that my suspicion. I will just leave it for now, but I just have to say, even since McCannell now for some time now been making wave, taking a stand, speaking directly to what the solution is, what the problem is. She has not been able to sit down and coordinate, work with him. None of it. So what are you doing? Every Saturday, you people are contributing fund, sending to what they call. There's always this name they call it. Because I stopped listening a long time. They said they want to. I don't know what they are funding. Whether sometimes in Zaria or in Zamfara or in wherever. I don't know what they are doing. These guys are jokers. Odiego, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother Christian. For a long time, we have not gone to this direction, and I try as much as possible to avoid it. But you see, last time when you asked me why I don't put a link, why I don't put link anymore, That is why I don't put link. But once you put link, you will see somebody from nowhere will come to change my topic. This is not what I intend to talk about today. But once you put a link, you see somebody from nowhere will come and begin to talk about something that doesn't make. How can somebody be getting angry that you saw me write rebet? And he's challenging me. First of all, ask me if I believe in continuity. I said I believe in continuity to tomorrow. Then he's now asking me why am I not scrolling that? I say it depends on what you understand by continuity. Continue from what? Are you continuing from the structure or you're continuing your own pattern?
Continuing rubbish in something that is not result oriented. That is not yielding anything.
My brother.
All these
like this, even people you think that they have something upstairs, when they begin to talk, you begin to wonder what is driving them.
Not even once have they sent a representative or go there in all the committees that United States government, the Republican-led Congress people, not even once have they participated.
These people who are coming here now to challenge me, this is what the question they're supposed to go and ask to their organization.
What are they doing?
That you have your headquarters in the United States? The entire hearing of Christian genocide was made. No single representative from your organization. Is it not a shame?
And you live in the United States. Are you an illegal? Are you an illegal alien in the United States? Do you not have your legitimate whatever? So what are you afraid of? I don't understand it. I simply don't understand it. Are you going to be arrested or deported if you identify yourself? I don't know. Is she an illegal alien in the United States? I don't know her status. So I can't really speak on that. But she seems to me like somebody who is hiding. Because if you're not hiding, how can you be leading a pack and you can't even show up? You can't even, she's not an illiterate, she's educated. How is it that you cannot sit down with some of these Congress people, lay out the agenda, lay out our plight, and go there, speak with them? Can you not express yourself? What the heck is going on? I understand that Brother Okechukwu lives also in the United States, but he is not, like I always say, he's like one leg in, one leg out. So it's understandable. He's not leading anything. He speaks on his platform, just like you, Brachus. I don't have platform, right? Yes. But you, who is
it's just on his own. So whatever he needs to do as an independent person, it's up to him.
Yeah, because he's should I say, partly one Nigerianist and partly one Biafranist, something like that. Like that's what I always say. It's one leg in, one leg out. You know, tomorrow he wants P2B and he believes it. So,
he used to be a hardcore Biafran. It was this IPOB chihuahua that drove him away.
Really?
He used to be a hardcore Biafran. This guy in the US. He used to be a hardcore.
Which guy in the US? Which guy in the US?
No. What is his name? This guy, you call his name now. What's that?
Okechukwu.
Okechukwu is a hardcore. He used to be a hardcore. He was the one that hosted the stopping of this thing now. Stopping of what do they call him? Stopping of Osu. He said that if you stop Osu, Biafra will come. He did that one. They fired him everywhere.
Yes,
from every corner.
You are right. He stopped even when after kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was organizing a program to block the US. I think in United Kingdom he wanted to come down to United Kingdom.
They attack him.
He was organizing all this in just few days to this program. The DOS attacked it. Yes. That was the last time he said he is very sorry for coming out. That he is not going to involve himself with anything again. That they are accusing him of trying to hijack the leadership and so on and so forth.
Okay, I'm not aware.
So he got angry and he disassociate himself from everything, anything IPOB.
Yes.
That was when he just left and decided not to talk. And he said he's not going to talk about Biafra. He may talk about freedom, about the Igbo people, but Biafra and this.
Okay.
That was what he said. I watched this program. Yeah.
I think
my brother for confirming it.
I think what happened my strong suspicion is that the zoo government. When I mean zoo government, I'm including the Biafran politicians, Igbo politicians, these governors and the rest of them. They infiltrated IPOB so badly. The likes of all the Chike Dozier and the rest of them, including, who knows, maybe even the USB. Some of them could be working for the zoo government. Look, bro, there's no limit, there's no length to where they can go to make sure they disorganize the movement. So some of them...
You can only trust yourself. You can only trust yourself. Me, I can only
exactly.
trust myself. Don't trust anybody.
The fact that this USB in particular, why do I emphasize more on USB? Why? Because they had a mandate from that declaration. A mandate was given, but they did not take it up. So I think they now diverted it with a different agenda that is inimical, that is not for the interest of Biafra. So I think that is most likely what happened. So they just continue in this day in, day out. Biafra, the Nnamdi Kanu is our day, blah, blah, blah. But in actuality, they don't mean it. And because so far, activities, nothing on the ground to show that they are serious. It's just a sad situation, bro. I can't say that enough because for like 2 years now, they've done nothing, absolutely nothing. But by now, we understand that they are a joke, bunch of jokers. But it's not going to stop the actualization of Biafra. No, they let them continue to. And Kanu he said it to everybody that cares to. Yeah, you can try. You do collect whatever you want to collect. Work with whoever you want to work with. But eventually, you will see it. You will see it. It's just a matter of time. Okay, mail, and they will all be put to shame because everything everyone is doing is being noted. Day of reckoning will come. It's been noted. That is an idea someone go stay forever. That lie. He no go stay there forever. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no go stay there forever. Oga Putayeli one day. So a day of reckoning will come. So, and it just a really, really sad situation. If you remember from the election in the United States when Trump came in, we were emphasizing very strongly on that opportunity that they should seize the moment. I was willing. I said, okay, we'll give her benefit of doubt, right? So we just, let her, but since then till these days, nothing, absolutely nothing, absolutely nothing. Every Saturday, Moku rubbish. So you want me to now come and support? No. So continuity. That guy who's talking about continuity. Continuity in what? In rubbish.
I was asking him, continuity in what? What are you continuing? What is that thing that you want to continue? What is that?
Video called on behind. Rubbish.
Oh, no, behind now.
Oh, God, if you're going to mad people.
But I know the guy. I know him.
Yeah.
I know him.
These people, where is in there, where is that? You
see, one of my problems, my brother, you see, while, just like you said, they refuse to capitalize on the opportunity to do what they're supposed to do. Even while we were there, we were told that they don't need media anymore. They don't need us in the media. They need volunteers, all those content creators, that they are enough for them, that they don't want us. And we backed off. I backed off. Then why is it now that now, as an independent media, and I'm speaking on my own, you now want me to project you want me to speak about you, you want me now to explain what I do not know? I don't understand that. I can't understand it. It's not even as if we just wake up and walk out. They said it that they don't need media.
But it's just sad.
It was said they don't need anybody can be a media person. Anybody can do the work of the media.
If any the number of people who are, acting as if they believe in Biafra, but behind the scene, because it gives me a very, I'm so saddened, by the continuous incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. While we have the opportunity to have laid him, to make him come out. Just a word, say it from US president. God just know. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything. Look, let's just look at this now. Obro no kwe immediately, also Sirapia, then that means automatic Biafra actualization. No, but Kosi Putagodu there, Achorum, Okwesiri not there, is giving this time. Trust me, bro. Opota, like I said, open UK, more Kenya, Africa, more America. Opota Godu, that is my focus point for now. Then we take it from there. In our order, we take it from there. I don't want him there. But because there are people who are also, they are either ignoring it or they are part of it that they will continue to remain there while they use all this right to be, now happen the mother ego in the name of fundraising. Ndiori, evil bunch of people. If things were done right, if things were done right by the USB-led government or whatever, they would have been able to make the American government to realize that this guy speaks volume in terms of Israel. I need the support. I don't know. So even Israel they're hitting a headwind, and the no know about ardent supporter. And two, the situation. So what man, as I don't know, not now, back then, just convince Trump. Why Okwano? Now what man have me a kidnap, which is against the law. Where just go to case on the Jackson. Okwano, simple as that. Because that is a fact. Then she abroad around and say, for where to do nothing, on where to do. That is a rap good all along, or pota, then I might what to do moving forward. I understand that Biafra, the word Biafra, has become a buzzword. Not just in Nigeria, not just in Africa, all over the world. It is a buzzword. It's a word that when people hear, it's the living hell out of them. I don't know why, but maybe I know why. Because Biafra, the significance of Biafra cannot be over. You can't even put it in words, and they know it. And they always are global. They understand. They know what it means. They know the impact. They know how it will change the entire equation of Africa. They know that. I am Jesus Christ. Bro, most of our people are Maraya when it comes to Biafra. That is why the word, like Nnamdi Kanu always say, it is a buzzword. IGN, UN, all these international organizations, I know like this. Even as we speak now, every day, the level of carnage that goes on in Nigeria, you can't be compared to anywhere, nowhere in the world. As we speak now, hundreds of children are kidnapped in the bush. People are being if in Iraq, is it happening? In Lebanon, is it happening? In Palestine, is it only soldier 8? Nowhere. But guess what? The world doesn't want to hear it. They don't want to talk about it. Bro. If it but it's just so sad that we have these people and for whatever reason, selfishness becomes the order of the day. But how do you go, my dear brother? How do you go?
Thank you, my brother. I want us to listen to this video because this is what I even prepared to do today, but they just distracted me. Because, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have issued the order that I used here, the rebate, after the rebate of IPOB that is making them crazy. And I will continue to use that rebate since that is something that is making them uncomfortable. The rebate of IPOB. After that rebate, every genuine IPOB Biafran agitator, every Biafran agitator, genuine one, they are falling behind that order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The SAC DOS, they say that they themselves that they have suspended Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as supreme leader, which cannot be done because based on the code of conduct of IPOB, it is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that has the power to remove a principal officer. The code of conduct, only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has the power to remove any principal officer. So, but all these ones, they begin to, because Nigerian government loves that their line of thoughts, they begin to promote their own and send it across. So, as it is going on, all the Biafran military group in Biafra land, ESN, all the ESN group and other groups, they are coming out now to pay allegiance to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all of them support that order and distance themselves from the DOS. And it's a very great development. This is something that if our Prime Minister was around, he would be very, very happy. This is the happiest moment of his life. Because He was the one that saved these people. These people that are talking today, he is the one that saved them. Some of us don't know what transpired after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. How this DOS destroyed the ESN, killed many of them, and took some and handed over to Soludo, took some and handed over to Hobuzademwa. And it is some of them that they used to create the Bubago. They used to create Udogachi. They used to create Ndakodo and some other criminal group. They have created, both those who are causing the false flag operation to tarnish the image of Mazi Simon Ekpa. It was the DOS that supplied them. But thank God today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have this. Later, I will read the latest memo that was sent by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He mentioned their names one after the other. I will read that later. So let us hear the response of these people on that very order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Many groups are speaking. I will play them about 4 videos or so. We'll hear from them and hear what they have to say about that development.
Good afternoon, good evening, depending your location and your time zone. This is Nze Agi Biafra. I'm speaking direct from the office of Major General Owam Mbiarawem, under the command of Biafra's Chief of Armed Forces, in the person, General Igwe Butuzo. Under the leadership of our spring leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today being 21st of June 2026, being Sunday in Biafra land, Eke Market Day. I'm here to bring official statements from the Eastern Security Network, ESN. A strong warning to all those sabotaging the IPOB Code of Conduct. The Eastern Security Network, ESN, is watching with a serious concern as some people are trying to destroy the IPOB Code of Conduct and challenge the authority of our spring leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB Code of Conduct is our constitution. It is clearly said that only the spring leader has the power to appoint or suspend, dismiss or dissolve any principal officer. Anything the dissolved third administration is saying or doing now is null and void. It had no effect in Biafra land. IPOB is not like Nigeria, where everybody ignore the rules and they grab power anyhow. IPOB rules are rules. Command and control are very important. Authorities come only from the spring leader. We are under one command, and the supreme authority of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that authority stands in stone. No one else. Until only him he says otherwise. No subordinate or dissolved group can suspend or challenge the office that created them. A sacrifice that must not be forgotten. When nobody cared about our people, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB and the great ESN. It is because of his courage that our people and our land has fared better than most places under Fulani's attack. For any human being to choose this time to attack the indignity of his office is a sacrilege that will never be forgiven. Those who dream they can remove or insult his office with useless statements must smoking drugs, along with those politicians, their politicians masters like Chukwuma Soludo, who is their chief sponsor, warning to saboteurs at this dangerous time when our people are facing attacks and killing, intentional sabotage will not be tolerated. The Eastern Security Network stand 100% gidigba with the spring leader and the code of conduct. We advise each of you, journalists and the media houses, to read the IPOB code of conduct before publishing anything on this matter. Discipline is not negotiable. Loyalty is not negotiable. The code of conduct is not negotiable. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, lovers of freedom all over the world. Thank you to the President of the United States of America in the name of President Donald J. Trump. Thank you to Israel Prime Minister in the person of Benjamin Netanyahu. Thank you to our spring leader. Long live to everyone that believe in our spring leader order. Thank you.
So let's go to the second one.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
This what you are seeing here are the reports that are coming, and Biafran Liberation Army, the people who are absorbed into Biafran Liberation Army have gone back. These are the members of ESN, and they have gone back to their reform because of all these things that are happening. And Mazi Simon, as you all know, the Prime Minister is not around. And every one of them is paying allegiance to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the originally known ESN is what you are seeing. They are pledging allegiance to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and distancing themselves from the present, what do they call them? The ex-DOX. So let us hear the second one.
Evening, depending your time zone and the location. My names are Onyedikachi Okorie, aka Angel Makeup. Today's date is 20th of June 2026. This information is coming to you from the office of Major General Gento under the leadership of General Igwe Butozo, the Chief of Armed Forces of Biafra Nation, Okigwe Senatorial Zone. Official statement from the Eastern Security Network, ESN. Strong warning to all those sabotaging the IPOB Code of Conduct. The Eastern Security Network is watching with serious concern as some people are trying to destroy the IPOB Code of Conduct and they challenge the authority of our Supreme Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB Code of Conduct is our constitution. It clearly says that only the Supreme Leader has the power to appoint, suspend, dismiss, or dissolve any principal officer. Anything the dissolved third administration is saying or doing now is null and void. It has no effect. IPOB is not like Nigeria, where people ignore rules and grab power anyhow. In IPOB, rules are rules. Commands and control are very important. Authority comes only from the Supreme Leader. We are under one command, and the supreme authority of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That authority is set in stone until only he says otherwise. No subordinate or dissolved group can suspend or challenge the office that created them. A sacrifice that must not be forgotten. When nobody cared about our people, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB and he created ESN. It is because of his courage that our land has fared better than most places under Fulani attack. For any human being to choose this time to attack the dignity of his office is a sacrilege that will never be forgiven. Those who dream they can remove or insult his office with useless statements must be smoking drugs along with their political masters like Chukwuma Soludo, who is their chief sponsor. Warning to all saboteurs. At this dangerous time, when our people are facing attacks and killings, internal sabotage will not be tolerated. The Eastern Security Network stands 100% with the Supreme Leader and the Code of Conduct. We advise journalists and the media houses to read the IPOB Code of Conduct before publishing anything on this matter. Issued by Eastern Security Network, ESN, Command Headquarters.
Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on your location, where you are watching this or hearing this information.
All these are
20th June.
playing allegiance to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
This information is coming from Anambra,
from the office of Major General Ubuebini Butuzo, under the leadership of the Chief of Armed Forces in Biafran Nation, General Igwe Butuzo. Official statement from the Eastern Security Network, ESN. Strong warning to all those sabotaging the IPOB Code of Conduct. The Eastern Security Network, ESN, is watching with serious concern as some people are trying to destroy the IPOB Code of Conduct and challenging the authority of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB Code of Conduct is our constitution. It clearly says that only the supreme leader has the power to appoint, suspend, dismiss, or dissolve any principal officer. Anything the dissolved third administration is saying or doing now is null and void. It has no effect. IPOB is not Nigeria. IPOB is not like Nigeria, where people ignore rules and grab powers anyhow. In IPOB, rules are rules. Commands are controlled and very important. Authority comes only from the supreme leader. We are under one command. We are under one command, and the supreme authority of Onyendu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that authority is set in stone until only he says otherwise. No subordinate or dissolved group can suspend or challenge the office that created them. A sacrifice that must not be forgotten. When nobody cared about our people, Onyendu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed IPOB and created ESN. It is because of this courage that our land has fared better than most places under Fulani attacks. For any human being to choose this time to attack this dignity of his office is a sacrilege that will never be forgiven. Those who dream they can remove or insult his office with useless statements must be smoking drugs along with their political masters like Chukwuma Soludo, who is their chief sponsor. Warning to saboteurs. At this dangerous time, when our people are facing attacks and killings, internal sabotage will not be tolerated. The Eastern Security Network stands 100% with the Supreme Leader and the Code of Conduct. We advise journalists and media houses to read the IPOB Code of Conduct before publishing any on this matter. Discipline is non-negotiable. Loyalty is non-negotiable. The Code of Conduct is not negotiable. Issued by Eastern Security Network, ESN, Command Headquarters. Biafrans, you people have had this information from the Triple General, Igwe Butuzo. Very soon, you will hear from General Gentle. Good day, and God bless you.
So let's get the last one. All these are different commands.
Good afternoon, good evening, depending your time and your location. My name is Amadu Chechuku Angus, aka Don UC. Today, date is 20th of June, 2026. Today is Nkwo Market Day in Biafra land. I'm here to pass a strong message from the office of Major General B44, the commander in charge of Owerri Zone. under the leadership of Triple General Igwe Butuzo. This is official statement from the Eastern Security Network, ESN. Strong warning to those that sabotaging the IPOB code of conduct. The Eastern Security Network, ESN, is warning with serious concern as some people are trying to destroy the IPOB code of conduct and challenge the authority of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB code of conduct is our institution. It clearly says that only he, supreme leader, has the power to appoint and suspend, dismiss or dissolve any principal officer. Whatever then dissolve third administration is saying or doing is null and void. It has no effect. IPOB is not Nigeria, where people ignore rules and grab power anyhow. In IPOB, rules are rules. Command and control are very important. Authority comes only from the supreme leader. We are under one command and supreme authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That authority is set and strong until only he says otherwise. No subordinate or dissolved group can suspend or challenge the office that creates them. A sacrifice that must not be forgotten. When nobody care about our people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu form IPOB and create ESM. It is because of his courage that our land has far better than most places under Fulani attack. For any human being to choose this time to attack the dignity of his office, it is a sacrilege that will never be forgiven. Those who dream they can remove or insult his office with useless statements must be smoke drug along with their political master like Chukwuma Soluawusa Soludo, who is their chief sponsor. Warning to saboteurs: at this dangerous time, when our people are facing attack and killing, internal sabotage will not be tolerated. The Eastern Security Network stands 100% with the supreme leader and the code of conduct. We advise journalists and media houses to read the IPOB code of conduct before publishing any on this matter. Discipline is not negotiable. Loyalty is not negotiable. The code of conduct is not negotiable. Signed by Eastern Security Network. This information is from the office of Major General B44. You will still hear from many Major General in the person of Major General Dento de Yahoo. You will still hear from many commanders in the person of OI Emilion, aka I Pencil. The Triple General must all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra.
So that is all. All these are members of Eastern Security Network pledging allegiance to the order given by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and making it clear they have nothing to do with the ex-DOS have been sacked. And now it is becoming very clear when we talk about the relationship between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, it is something that no one can ever be able to explain or understand. That is why Mazi Simon Ekpa always say, what you don't know is bigger than you. Just as they said. This is also a time to help Biafrans to deduce and know who is on the right path and who is on the sad path. Just like the gentleman that came into this platform now to challenge me, Ben Chooks. Ben Chooks is already attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order. And this is how they sent their chihuahuas. They sent their chihuahuas to go and speak about a topic they know nothing about. You see somebody getting angry because I wrote the rebirth of IPOB on my topic. And he gets angry. Why must I talk about the rebirth? That they now have whatever name he gave to himself. And he asked me, went further to ask me about my understanding of the United States of Biafra, which I told him my contribution and voting for the declaration, which I explained. I have explained several times. This is not the first or the second. I have said it over and over again. And I have not taken back my vote. And I gave my reasons. And he talked about continuity. That was where the whole thing landed, continuity. And I asked him, what are you continuing in? Are you continuing in what? You don't just say continuity and run away. What are you continuing wherever you are? Is it continuing on your own program or continuing on the laid foundation that is coming from the way of Mazi Nnamdi? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put the structure. Mazi Simon Ekpa establish it and build on it. Whoever comes in is supposed to continue on that pattern. But you left the pattern and you're asking me, trying to lecture me about continuity. You now want me to preach something different. And I don't know what gave him that audacity to think. This is somebody I've been seeing him when I was there, go for fundraising. I see him. I have never had one-on-one discussion with him. He has never called me one-on-one to talk. And he feels he can come and bully me on my live program. Oh God. Well, we must continue. But wherever you are, every one of us have to know that there is a reborn. And I have said it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like the video I played before I started this program, where Mazi Simon Ekpa said, I stand with everybody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu equally stands with everybody. As long as you are not deviating from the... Let me play the video again. Let me play the video. I want to play the video before my brother Christian will take the mic. Let's listen to this video once again. Let's listen to this video.
What did our leader say about these people? I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Listen.
Say, please don't go about looking for trouble. Chai! The Shoji. Mad people everywhere.
Listen.
That the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a...
Rather than going on now. Now, let me ask you. I know. Why don't your group put?
For those who will always say, "Oh, why don't you win election? Why don't you bring somebody who is going to win election for you? Why don't you go to national conference? Why don't you do this?" Listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered.
Push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not.
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues were trashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer points of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria, people are not civilized.
Now, we're out of time, but let me ask you, last week, I believe, the Biafran Zionist movement claimed the responsibility for the attack.
I want you to pay attention to this section.
Government house.
Pay attention.
Are you familiar with that group, and what was the mission of that attack?
I am familiar with a lot of groups. That name rings a bell. Anybody that can do anything to disrupt the present orthodoxy of governance by a group of very corrupt cabals is welcome. In that regard, I welcome what they did at Enugu, and I hope that people can come out and join us when the time comes to overthrow the very corrupt, inept old men and women in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. It's our right to make sure it happens.
All right.
While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
Listen to Mazi Simon
is not condemning any group. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group. The people that claim follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are in charge of that very place, the group whatsoever. Just like I am whatsoever. Just like
in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. It's our right to make sure it happens.
All right.
While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever. Just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria.
I hope you had that very clear. I hope you had that very, very clear. As long as you are fighting against the Zoological Republic to get things right, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be